Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and we are live. And this is episode 11 of the Bell Call podcast. And you all know him. He needs no introduction. He is my co-host, my partner in crime here, Noah Kaser. Noah, how you doing today?
What's up, everybody? I'm doing all right. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and the first one is a big one.
Yeah. But we're gonna go into the big news that has come out. It was actually announced today. So we're gonna be talking about WWE announces WrestlePalooza. That's gonna be their PLE for next month. They're gonna be countering AEW All Out, and this is gonna be the first PLE to air on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
We all know WWE, their PLEs, they're going to ESPN next year, but WrestlePalooza in September, this is going to be a little test run for WWE.
Well, actually, no. The news is now the Clash in Paris is the last one on the Peacock app.
Yeah.
So everything is going right to the ESPN app, which is going to open tomorrow. So if you want to get it, it will be available tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing. One, this kind of sucks because for the people who paid for the year for Peacock at the very beginning of the year, that sucks because you don't get the WWE. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, though. Let's go into this a little bit deeper. The WWE signed a deal with ESPN for a 5-year deal. Every premium live event is going to be on the ESPN app.
Yeah. And so, if you guys haven't seen my video that I did where I gave my thoughts on this, mm-hmm. Go check it out. What I thought of this, I'm like, there's no way that I'm paying $30 a month just for watching WWE on ESPN. Like, I will not watch anything else on there. But I did a little research on this. So apparently, if you have ESPN, like in your cable provider, you don't have to sign up for the ESPN app. I guess you could log into whatever cable provider you have, like if you have like Verizon or Spectrum, Xfinity, any cable provider that carries ESPN. I think you could be good for that because it comes with your cable package.
Yep. So what I'm going to do tomorrow morning is I'm going to test that. I'm going to test that early tomorrow morning. So I have the Spectrum. So that's how I watch a couple of different things because of the Spectrum. If that works that way, that's perfect. However, if not, I will be paying $30 for the remainder of the year. I will pay $30 just to see the last matches of Cena. I will do that because I want to see that. Now, I won't have to because on December 13th, it's on NBC and on Peacock because that's not a premium live event. It's a deal because it's on their channel. So, if you're like me and you want to see his last matches, September, October, November, he has 4 matches left. I bet you 4 matches left, and that's probably it. So, you'll pay a total of $90, but here's the thing. I'm going to speak from a fan perspective, but also as a sports perspective, because this is what I think. As a sports fan, if you're a fan of like a podcast, put your the WWE out, right? We're going into the NFL. They can put shows on there that will be specifically for the NFL. Put the Sports Center on there because then if you're only a sports fan, because a lot of people only watch the ESPN channel or the sports channels, put that on there. You get the live stream off of that. You get that. You get the pay-per-views. You get some bonus shows. They will probably have exclusive games. So if you're a hockey fan, a baseball fan, a basketball fan, a football fan, they'll probably have like a college game only on the ESPN app. So
Yes, this will
if
be
you're
more.
purely a wrestling fan, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But if you have to pay for it, if you don't have anything with the ESPN, if you are a cord cutter and you have no live TV whatsoever, $30 if you're a sports fan, automatic go in. Because a lot of people already have the ESPN Plus. Because all of those are going to be jumping over to the ESPN as well. It's just a name changeover, is basically what that is. So, from a fan perspective, I will have the Spectrum app. I have the Spectrum login. If it works out the way they're saying it does, because we don't know this 100%. I'm going to test the waters about 6:30 tomorrow morning and see what happens. If it works out, great. Then you don't pay for it, and I'll keep on watching. If not, do you know how poorly that is going to affect all of the pay-per-view buys, all the viewership, all the Raw and SmackDown numbers? Because for me, I stopped watching AEW because I don't watch the pay-per-views. I'm not going to pay $50 for a 5.5-hour show where I know the lead up and the build to the show is going to be garbage.
And those shows need to be shortened.
Yeah, and if I'm watching Raw and SmackDown, I'm paying for Netflix. Fox is no longer carrying SmackDown. That's on the USA Network.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that needs to be talked about. If you are paying everything, that's $30 for the ESPN app. That is, I believe it's $10.99 a month. So we might as well say $11 a month for the Peacock app now monthly. Because if you don't watch SmackDown live, then it's on there the very next day.
Yeah, and they already raising their Peacock's already raising their prices already.
And NXT, so that's roughly about that's $42 a month. That's not including. That is not including your Raw subscription. The Raw subscription is another $7 to $15 depending on the tier you want, and you get the live stuff. So let's just say that's going to be about another $16. So when it's all said and done, you're paying close to $100.
Yeah,
a month. A month.
And that includes like if you're subscribed to Disney Plus, if you subscribe to Paramount Plus, HBO Max, all those streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
You got to add all of that up, especially if you're going to subscribe to the ESPN app just to watch the PLEs. So if you think about that, like you said, that people are going to be probably spending over $100, even close to maybe $200.
And that also brings up another thing. They didn't say the NXT. So if NXT counts, they jump over to ESPN as well. We don't know if that's in. We don't know if that counts. We will probably find out when everything is laid out, then that should be fine. But one thing that we also need to talk about is NXT is probably going to stay on the Peacock app, because what I've heard is that TNA is going to go over to Peacock to put their stuff on there.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So that's probably what they're doing.
Yeah, they were striking some like deals from what I heard. Like they're probably going to go to Peacock or probably go somewhere else, maybe to have their show out there, because hardly anybody has Access TV where TNA is on.
Mm-hmm. And if you do, great. You pay an extra fee to have that channel. On Peacock, you can pay the price to watch the pay-per-views now. So you still get the wrestling on there. We will get into something later about what happens with the WWE if their deal fully leaves. We will get into that at the very end of this. But they are moving to the ESPN app. If you want to watch WWE pay-per-views now, you can either see, I don't even know if you can do that now, if they offer a pay-per-view option, or if you have to get the ESPN or Peacock.
I think you would have to get ESPN for that.
Which is smart, because one, they're not earning any more money anyways. They're not earning any more money from that deal.
Yeah, they're making a whole lot of money from this.
They're being paid $1.6 billion for the next 5 years by Disney to have the rights here. So I don't think that this is a bad idea. I just think that what is stupid, speaking of the Paramount Plus, TKO, who owns the WWE, is also giving the UFC pay-per-views free to Paramount Plus subscribers. That's what sucks. That's what sucks.
I didn't know that.
So if you're a UFC fan and you want to watch a fight, you can watch it on Paramount Plus. It doesn't matter what tier you're on. I pay for the Paramount Plus on my Prime Video. What I think would have been the better option, be completely honest with you, is do a deal with Paramount Plus, or piss off the people over at AEW and offer a good deal on Max, or offer something on the Disney Plus. Because if you did it on Disney Plus, I think you could do that by saying go to the Hulu app.
Yeah. Because
now the Hulu app is going away. So you could go with the Hulu section to the WWE. But I think it's a stupid deal. That this is a massive mess. And I've seen multiple people say, before everything just came out today, everyone's watching because Cena is retiring. I've seen multiple people say, once they go, when Cena goes and they go to the ESPN app, I'm done. This might affect merchandise sales. This might affect SmackDown viewers, Raw viewers. And that also affects what's going to happen with the pay-per-views, because the viewership is going to go down. They will not have that strong of a viewership. The ESPN fans and the sports watchers barely watch the WWE. And now you're asking more people to pay more money out of their hard-earned paychecks.
I kind of feel like it's desperation.
I don't think it's a I don't think it's that, because the WWE didn't get to pick the pricing. It was the ESPN people who picked that pricing. So I can't be mad at them for the price.
Do you think TKO had a little standing in that?
No. They can't. They get paid. So how this deal is going to work is the price was already set. It was already set before they signed anything. We knew there was another app coming. We didn't know the pricing yet, but they had to fine tune everything. So once they knew all like the live stuff with like a college game, this now, they didn't quite know what was going on. ESPN already had that price planned, and they don't get to pick the WWE, the NBA, the NFL. No company gets to choose what the price is, because they're already being paid. So the price doesn't matter to them. It's the fans. It's the company that is reaping all the benefits. We have to pay the money, where we're not really paying the WWE anything. We're paying money to Disney more than the WWE. Because if you think about it now, we haven't been paying anything to the WWE besides merchandise and ticket sales.
Mm-hmm.
We have paid NBC, Universal. We've paid Netflix because of Raw. And we're also paying the cable companies. We're not paying the WWE anything. And a lot of people are mad because the WWE is price gouging. WWE isn't doing anything.
Well,
they are sitting there and reaping the money in.
Well, there are people saying that they don't want to pay for ESPN, and that's fine. That's fine if you don't want to. But there are a lot of people that say that they're going to go out and get a VPN so they can stream it from Netflix overseas, because The PLEs, if you don't want to pay for ESPN, they're going to be on Netflix overseas. So if you want to get a VPN, there you go. That's your other option.
And in turn, if we think about it, a VPN still costs money.
Yeah.
And there is a free there's some free ones. And I tried a free one. It didn't work out well. It didn't work that well. I could get my Netflix to go to the Canada version. I couldn't watch anything. So what's ending up, what is going to end up happening is this. People will stop watching. After John leaves, the viewership will go down. And I know a lot of people are going to say yes, but they have a lot of money coming in. Yes, they have a lot of money coming in. But watch the merch sales drop. Watch the viewership drop. Watch all the ticket sales drop. Because when Cena has been announced for a show, it damn near sells out. Who do you have now that is the caliber of John Cena, who's going to be there for a whole year, week after week after week, who can draw in another 2,500 tickets at a minimum of $50 a piece?
Not Roman Reigns.
Not Roman Reigns, because
not Cody.
Roman, no, and they aren't even there. They're not on TV for a little bit of time now. Cody is off filming.
Mm-hmm.
Roman is there for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, maybe every 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks when he's there. Because we just found out that he has a match in Paris. Mm-hmm. Fine. After that, he's probably going to be gone until Survivor Series.
Yeah, that's the next big pay-per-view. That's the next big deal.
But this is a mess. This is a mess.
It is a mess. Because I feel like WWE, they don't know how to do like their streaming stuff. You know, you gotta pay for Netflix for Raw. You gotta pay for Peacock for NXT and the PLEs. Now that Clash in Paris is going to be the last PLE on Peacock, what else is there What else is there on Peacock? You know, there are some people that probably like whatever's on there on Peacock, but I only subscribe to Peacock to watch the PLEs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and I'm the same exact way. I share my Peacock with my grandma because she doesn't know how to sign up for a streaming service. I do it for her and I pay for it for her. So if you're an old fart, you don't know what you're doing. So for these people who don't know, they figured out the Peacock app 5 years ago. Before that, the WWE was losing money with the network.
Man, I miss the network.
But now it's made worse. It's made worse. One, the network's gone. Fine.
That was a big mistake.
We've bitched and moaned.
Big mistake.
We miss it. We miss it dearly. But they were losing money on it. They were losing millions of dollars. But what makes it worse is you can't watch the pay-per-views on a DVD anymore. So if you wanted to, you can't watch it on a legalized version of a DVD. You can get a bootleg if you want to.
Yeah, because WWE has stopped doing Blu-rays and DVDs, which sadly I think they should bring that back. I mean, I would like to own a copy of WrestleMania 40, of the first WrestleMania that I went to. I would like to own that. You know, watch it and bring back, you know, memories if I watch it years later. You know, saying, oh, I was there. That match was fantastic. You know, want to relive it.
But this is a mess. This is going to. I will put it this way, all right, and I'm going to put it in the most blunt and graphic terms possible. So if anybody doesn't like swearing or anything sexual, turn off now and come back. What is happening here? And I'm talking from a movie news fan here who knows the news and knows how all of this works.
We're both of us are movie news guys.
Exactly. So a lot of people are mad at the WWE you shouldn't be mad at the WWE. All the TKO people are doing is making money. They are earning $1.6 billion while they're still in debt. They are still in debt for that. And while I can't remember what the UFC deal was, I want to say it was like $7 billion for 10 years or something like that.
Around there.
So that takes them out of debt. However, this is a money game. So what we're doing here, and here's what's going to piss a lot of people off, what I'm about to say, but I don't give a shit.
This is his opinion, guys.
Here's what happens. I'm going to equate this to going to a movie theater, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good.
Michael, how much do you pay to go to your Alamo Draft House to see a movie in the top tier theater at, say, 7:00 at night?
It's around maybe like $18, $20 maybe.
Okay. And what was the price 10 years ago?
It was like maybe like $10 maybe. $10, $9 for a ticket.
Mm-hmm. So here's what that equates to. We are sheep. We are movie and TV fans and wrestling fans. We are sheep. They raise the prices. Bah. I want to see that movie. Bah, bah. I want to see the new Avengers. Bah. I want to see Oppenheimer.
I want to see that. I want to see that match.
Exactly. So here's what this equates to. The Alamo Draft House, AMC, Cinemark, and Regal Cinemas, all the big chains are raising the theater prices. So here's what they're doing. Bending every customer over the table and fucking you and telling you to like it. Because they know that you will pay that money. That you will pay the money. Here's what the WWE's doing. They're not doing anything. It's the streaming services who know that all the fans will come over. ESPN knows that a lot of WWE fans, not all, but most WWE fans who want to see the pay-per-views, they're bending our wrestling-loving asses over the table.
It's like we're getting down on our knees, begging them.
Exactly. And then they're fucking us in the ass and telling us to like it because they know that we will do it because we are sheep.
And if we don't like it, they'll be like Gene Wilder and Willy Wonka. You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir.
Hey, sir.
Exactly. So this is what's happening. This is what's happening. It's the companies going, oh, you don't like it? Well, that's too bad. Then I guess that you don't get to see the second to last match of John Cena. Oh, you want to see the Royal Rumble? You want to see Elimination Chamber? You want to see WrestleMania?
$30.
Isn't that just too sad? Because if you don't pay that $30, you don't get to see that show. And yes, there are illegal ways to do it, but they're grainy. And
I do that. I'll admit I do that.
I have never done that, but
only
a lot of people do.
Only for AEW shows. There's no way I'm paying $50 for a show that is mediocre and just a show that's filled with no stories.
Yeah, but that's what's happening. But let's move on to the next one.
Yeah,
because we could go on for an hour about this.
Yeah, but before we go on, we got some people in the chat here. Our buddy Luke Ponto.
What's up, Luke?
Muhammad, how you doing? Everything's going well. Universal, how you doing? He said Roman is leaving at Mania. His contract ends at, I guess he meant Mania 42, maybe. He is not returning. He is going to Hollywood full time. Cena leaving soon. Roman leaving soon. Naomi left. Punk is leaving too on November 26th. He is also not coming back. Well, we don't know about that. We still got time.
Yep.
The network actually went bankrupt.
Yep.
Yeah, sadly. They got rid of Blu-rays and CDs because they were losing money on them. Well, they were a hot seller at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They were hot sellers. Everybody was buying them way before the network even came out. And when the network came out, people were still buying WWE's Blu-rays and DVDs.
And in 2014 and 15, they went in double with the Warner Brothers because they sold them for them. So they signed a deal where they got a share of those. So they were slowly making money, but they weren't making enough to keep them going, unfortunately.
Yeah. And we have here, they raised the price because they have 60% less live events.
Yep.
Less shows equal less people going equals higher prices.
Exactly.
That's right. TKO is $4 billion in debt. Those deals are over 5 years. It doesn't take them out of debt for at least 5 years.
Exactly. And that's what's going to happen. With the TKO, they knew that they were going to be in debt because they bought the WWE. They knew that was going to be a lot. Now,
they only had prices, UFC.
Yeah. And the UFC is bigger than the WWE. It's bigger than the WWE. They can sell out a whole arena, and they don't do a TV every single week where it's this storyline and this storyline. It's legit fight. You beat each other's asses there. And it's I want your title. I go out on a stage and I talk to you. And I talk smack, yada yada yada. That's basically what I know about them. But yeah. But let's move on to the next topic. But for all you guys, if you want it, tomorrow morning, try your Spectrum, your Dish, your Direct, your YouTube, anything that you get the ESPN channel on.
Verizon, Xfinity, yeah, you try all that. If not,
then you'll have to pay the $30.
Yeah, but gonna move on to this WWE resurrecting ECW pay-per-view name WrestlePalooza for next month. This is going to be the PLE for next month, and this is the first PLE to air on ESPN or on the ESPN app. And this was announced today from WWE.com here, and it was announced here that it's going to debut on ESPN platforms in the U.S. right here, begins September 20th with WrestlePalooza, which is going to be taking place from Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be on September 20th, 7 o'clock Eastern. It's countering AEW All Out, which you already know what show I'm going to be watching. It's not AEW All Out. That would be on the barn burner because WWE, I really like what they're doing with their premium live events. Only 5-6 matches a show, a premium live event, which is good. It's not like how it was when Vince McMahon was in charge and he would book 10, 11, 12 matches on a card. These are shorter and much more good to digest. So this was announced today. ESPN and WWE today announced that premium live events will debut on ESPN platforms beginning September 20th, earlier than previously announced. The first premium live event to kick off the ESPN partnership will be the first ever WrestlePalooza on Saturday, September 20th, live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, the host of this year's Royal Rumble. On September 20th, ESPN becomes the exclusive U.S. domestic home of all WWE PLE'S, with all PLEs available to ESPN DTC subscribers with the unlimited plan. Additional upcoming PLEs this year include Crown Jewel on October 11th. That's going to be your October PLE. And, of course, Survivor Series on November 29th after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
WrestlePalooza will feature a blockbuster headline attraction with John Cena, as well as Undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, and major matches throughout the night. This event, held in partnership with Indiana Sports Corp, will mark the last time Cena wrestles in Indianapolis.
Which means this hat means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That fucking shirt I bought for $35 goddamn dollars, and this was $30. Oh, I'm pissed.
But if you guys want to go to WrestlePalooza, tickets will go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. Pre-sale for WrestlePalooza tickets will begin tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. And WrestlePalooza, I never watched ECW a lot back in the day. I only watched WWE's ECW when it came back in 2006. I know that they did One Night Stand in 2005, which was a fantastic show. Probably one of the best WWE shows of that year. And it was just great. And the following year, they came back to Sci-Fi. I remember ECW was on Sci-Fi on Tuesday nights, and it was enjoyable. Although in the years that it started going downhill, especially when Vince McMahon was the ECW champion. That's when all hope was lost for that relaunch of ECW when that happened. But WrestlePalooza, looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to how this is going to do on the ESPN platform. Hopefully it brings in some viewers, and hopefully this will be a good show, and WWE could, tell people, all right, we put on a good PLE. Let's see if this will work, and let's have people subscribe to ESPN. So we'll see how that goes, because if this show is pretty much ranges from maybe decent to mediocre, you're not going to have anybody subscribing to the ESPN app just to watch the premium live events, because people are going to be like, oh, well, that show wasn't worth the $30. So, but I'm praying that WrestlePalooza will be a good show, and will have fans subscribe to ESPN to check out Royal Rumble, check out WrestleMania, Survivor Series, Money in the Bank. All those PLEs. So, but yeah, it's going to be in Indianapolis. Praying that it's a good show.
I'm looking forward to it. I will be watching it. With it being said that now it's going to be John Cena and Brock Lesnar for the headliner is what I've heard. That will draw in viewers. Now, the majority of people who are going to watch this will be the people who say they won't do it, but then they come back month after month after month because they want to see it. Now, it's for new viewers, where if you don't watch it on Netflix or you don't watch anything else and you're curious, then this could pique your interest a little bit. But I think that this is just basically going to not change anything for them. I think that the shows are going to be ran the same, do the same storylines, which is fine. That's fine.
Have the same formulaic flow of the show.
Mm-hmm. With this, I think that this is going to be a good idea, because for people who watched ECW back then and remember this show, they probably will be, oh, wait, we get another WrestlePalooza this many years later. That's what is going to go through their minds. But I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a decent show. We just need to see the build, see what is going to happen on that show and everything else.
Yeah. Hopefully it delivers. But now we're going to move into this right here, because I watched the show on Saturday. WWE announced record numbers for AAA TripleMania 33.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I really enjoyed AAA TripleMania. I thought it was a very good show. I thought it was better than last Friday's SmackDown, the night before this, which I thought was terrible. But they were in Mexico City. And we all know that WWE is in partnership with AAA Lucha Libre. This is the first time that I ever watched a AAA PLE. Never watched AAA before, and I was really blown away by how good some of these performers did in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me curious to check out the next AAA PLE that they're going to do. But they announced record numbers for the show. I know Noah didn't watch the show, but I told him before he went live for him to check it out because it was a very fun show. One of the best main events to that show, where it was El Hijo del Vikingo versus Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and El Grande Americano in a for the AAA Mega Championship. I thought that was very good. So, it announces numbers for AAA TripleMania 33. AAA's largest annual event features several cross-promotional matches between WWE and AAA stars, and it's officially become the most viewed and highest-grossing TripleMania in history. On Raw this past Monday, it was announced that the event was watched by more than 4 million viewers in the first 24 hours of broadcasting on WWE and AAA's YouTube channels, and hit a peak live concurrent audience of 614,000. And I really liked how they gave us this show for free on YouTube, and I hope this continues for the future AAA shows. Additionally, with 19,691 fans filling the Arena CDMX in Mexico City on Saturday, TripleMania 33 achieved the highest attendance of any Mexican Lucha Libre show this year, with the event also breaking a new gate record for AAA. Along with setting a new high for merchandise sales, TripleMania 33 also broke engagement records for AAA, being the number one trending topic on X, on Twitter, in the United States and Mexico on Saturday evening, while also generating 208 million views across all WWE and AAA platforms. The historic event was headlined by El Hijo del Vikingo, retaining the AAA Mega Championship against Dominic Mysterio, El Grande Americano, and Dragon Lee, with the match also featuring a surprise appearance from AJ Styles, because AJ Styles prevented Dominic from winning the AAA Mega Championship, which he got a big pop there, AJ Styles. Elsewhere on the card, Pagano and Psycho Clown overcame Angel and Berto to capture the AAA Tag Team Championships, while the Nigerian giant Omos, oh my God. I really can't believe that they gave him the Copa Bardo win. So it says on September 12th, Dominic will have another opportunity to win the AAA Mega Championship when he challenges Vikingo in singles action at the second edition of WWE Worlds Collide, which is going to be taking place in Las Vegas. But that is pretty good for a show for their PLE on YouTube and bringing in those viewers on both the WWE and the AAA YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it was a very good show, and Noah, if you have the time, definitely check it out.
Yep.
Now we're going to go into Bully Ray. Bully Ray, he ended up giving his thoughts on why John Cena should lose his last match. Now, Noah, if you were to book John Cena's last match, who would you have as his final opponent?
Well, let's do this. Am I able to pick anybody?
Yes.
On the WWE roster, or can I pick anybody outside of it?
You could pick anybody outside of it, or
okay,
or on the current roster. Have 1-1.
Mm-hmm. So Cope would be my option. Edge would be my option because Batista isn't going to come back. The Rock, I don't think he wants to do a match on NBC. If he wants to do anything, it's going to be the Rumble, SummerSlam, or Mania.
It's going to be at a PLE.
And since Adam Copeland's contract with AEW expires in October or November, they can sign him and have it be a mystery opponent. That might be a good idea. Now, if we're picking somebody who has to be on the roster, the thinking is it's going to be Brock Lesnar. I don't think it's going to be Brock. I really don't think so. I think they're going to maybe use Brock for a 2-match storyline, and that's it. But that's basically it. If I'm choosing somebody, I would give him to Cody again. I would finish the three-peat, and then that way Cody has the title. You end off your whole year of WWE with your final big show, Saturday night's main event on December 13th. You have it end with the WWE title with your 2 biggest guys in the company in Cena's final match in his hometown. That's the only way I think you have him lose, is if it's for a championship, because then he could say that he was an 18-time champ, but he just lays the belt down and that's it. If I'm booking it, I'm giving it to Cody right now. If Edge does come back and you get him to agree to come back to a contract, or I'm going to spitball here, because I think you saw the news about Chris Jericho.
Yes.
Chris Jericho's contract ends.
Chris Jericho might be coming back to WWE.
Depending on when his contract ends, if it's before December 13th, then that'd be fine. That would be perfect. However, if not, throw Chris Jericho out there. Him and Cena haven't had the most heat. I don't think that you do a Roman. I don't think you do a Drew McIntyre. I think you do somebody big, and Cena's biggest feuds have been with Cody Rhodes this year. And I think you complete that trilogy with one last go of it, and he loses going out for the championship in his hometown. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, it says Universal says Jericho is showing up in the Rumble. His contract ends on December 31st.
Yep. All right then.
It says Cena's last match will be with Brock. They are doing a 3-match series. You see that? Cena's last match is not in Boston. His last date is in Boston.
And his final match will be in there as well, because that's his last date, which will be his last match.
NBC deal is over, guys. Ends with Clash. But no, they still got Saturday night's main event, and they still have SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown's still on USA.
And we also don't know about the NXT either. We don't know about that either. Maybe they'll address it.
Says no more Saturday night's main events. They'll probably do.
See.
We will see. Jericho is 54. Ain't going to happen. Unless, now people have said that maybe Jericho might not be getting into the ring, and maybe we could see him as a manager or somebody that helps out the talent backstage. I think that would be a good thing for Jericho.
Could.
And maybe why he comes back to WWE is to retire there and get his Hall of Fame induction. That's the only reason I see Jericho possibly coming back to WWE, is to get the Hall of Fame induction and to help out some of the talent, or maybe become a manager. Do I see him getting back into the ring? Possibly not.
I really do. I think he wants to push the younger stars, because he's doing. I will give this to AEW. The veterans are pushing younger talent. They're helping elevate them, like a Darby Allin. However, they don't do it often enough. With the WWE, we have a passing of the torch here. a torch here, a torch there. They bump people up. With Charlotte, she has done it. With Cena, he has done it now. The Rock did it. Everybody has done it. Jericho is one of those guys who will put over anybody if he sees it in them. I think he could come back for a 1-year deal, but do what he's doing now because he doesn't wrestle every week. And he can still do his cruise and tour with Fozzy. And that was his big reason of staying with AEW for this long. But Fozzy isn't that big of a band. I hate to tell you, they're not selling out the Superdome or the Shoe or Madison Square Garden. They're playing at like the Rocks, a jazz theater or something, an amphitheater or something. They're not selling out arenas, and he knows that. He knows that. I think that Fozzy is going to come to an end in probably about 5 to 7 years, because as you said, he's 54. But then again, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that because look at Kiss and how old those fuckers are with their 70th world tour, retirement tour that they've done, what, 5 times now? But with Chris, I think he could. I think he could come back for 1 more year, wrestle, and then become a producer backstage if he does come back to the WWE.
Now you got to think of that, like if he comes back to the WWE, what's going to happen with him tour with Fozzy? What's going to happen to the Jericho cruise?
Well, that's why he'll still be able to, because he did when he was with them before. With the cruise. The cruise wasn't really around. With the cruise, it's only like 1 week. Mm-hmm. So you can say it's a part of a WWE thing now. He could do that, but I don't think it's an issue. I think that if it was still with Vince, it would be a no-go. He would not be able to do the cruise. But with Hunter, allowing everybody to stream on Twitch now and have other ways of making money, I think that's a good idea. If any time is good, I think it's this time, and he only signs a year.
Yeah, that's what Universal said. Jericho signed a 1-year deal as being inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2027, maybe. But here's what Bully Ray had to say here. WWE legend Bully Ray doesn't think John Cena should win his final match in WWE. Explain why no one benefits from such a booking. Cena is set to retire in December, with some speculating that Gunther could be his final opponent. Now, if that is true, I'm all for it. Bully Ray discussed on Busted Open why Cena should walk into the sunset with a loss. So this is what Bully Ray had to say. I'm a traditionalist. I believe he should lose. I'm going to ask you the question. Then tell me if your answer is still Gunther. What one person in the WWE can benefit the most for their future in a final match against John Cena? And of course, Busted Open is hosted by Dave LaGreca and Bully Ray, sometimes his co-host. Because I listen to Busted Open. I think it's a very interesting show where Dave LaGreca and Bully Ray just talk wrestling, give their opinions. I listen to it every morning on Sirius XM. Dave LaGreca ended up replying that Gunther is his pick to face Cena for the final time. To which Bully Ray questioned whether there are heels that could retire Cena. He ended up saying, but is there really big heels in the WWE? Are they going to allow Gunther to be the type of heel? Not like a Logan Paul heel, where he's just a dick and you want to see him get punched in the face. Or are they going to let Gunther be that type of heel? LaGreca it says right here, LaGreca wants Cena to win the match, arguing that Cena deserves a celebration for his legendary career. Bully Ray in response stated that the 17-time world champion could get a celebration even if he lost, and in turn set his opponent up for a great career by putting him over. Bully Ray ended up saying, "Can't you still get your ultimate celebration if he loses? Don't you think the fact that it's going to be John's last night and it's going to be in Boston, do you really think people are going to care that he gets pinned?" The Hall of Famer thinks that no one benefits if Cena wins and gets as much deserved celebration post-match. He feels that Cena has been beaten before, which would make a Gunther win unsurprising, and asserted how the heel could get heat by what he does after the match, suggesting that Gunther could walk away from a handshake with Cena. So pretty much that was Bully Ray's response to that. But what do you think of Bully Ray's response to this? Do you think that he's right about this and that Cena should lose his final match, or do you think that Cena goes out with a celebration?
I think he's probably going to lose this. I wouldn't choose Gunther, but before I tell you who I think would benefit, I'm going to say how I think it's going to happen. He's going to lose. There's either going to be a handshake in the ring, and the kayfabe is gone, and there's no characters. It's just him and Cena. Whoever it is, they shake, and then Cena gets like a minute, maybe 2-3 minutes, and then that's it. To say bye, do one salute, throw his shirt, his sweatbands and everything in the crowd, and he walks around, one more salute, and to the back he goes. I think that's how it goes.
Do you think that that Cena could, maybe like say a few words on the mic before exiting?
I think if anything, he'll say thank you. That's about it. I don't think he's going to do anything. If he does, then I think they would have gave him one Raw, a SmackDown. I think they would have given him his own night compared to a last match, because look what they did with a Ric Flair. He lost the match at WrestleMania. The night after, he came out and they had a long celebration. Long celebration. I mean, they went fucking clear past 11:40 at night. That's what you would do.
I really do.
I think if they give him anything, the match will probably end about 9:53, 9:54. And they'll give him 5 minutes to do whatever he wants out there. If he wants to talk, if he wants to just throw everything away and give it in the crowd, give his wife a kiss, and walk to the back into the sunset, I think that's how you do it. As for who I think his final opponent could be that could do it, Gunther doesn't need it.
No.
Gunther is already established. Who to you is the one person who could benefit most from this, who's a heel right now? Who is the guy that could benefit most from not only beating Cena, but beating Cena in his retirement match in his hometown as a heel?
Seth Rollins.
Because I think there's one guy.
I want Seth Rollins.
No. Nope. He's too old. I think you do Braun Breaker.
That's another one. That's another one I was going to say. Braun Breaker.
I think he's the pick because Gunther's 38. He doesn't have another 10 to 15 years left in wrestling.
Braun Breaker is young.
He's our age. He's the medium of how old is Braun Breaker? I want to say he's 27, 8.
He is 27. Yeah.
Okay, he's 27. So he's 1 year older than me. He's still a young guy. He has a good 15, 20 years on him. If you give it to anybody, if you want him to lose and elevate somebody, Braun Breaker's the guy. And then afterwards, no attack, nothing from the Vision, nothing. Or if you really want to make it emotional, you have everybody come out on the stage
Just
and
like
clap
what they did
for
with
him.
Flair.
Exactly. If you want that to happen, that's what would happen. Everybody is there, and they're clapping for him, He hugs Orton. He hugs Seth. He hugs Hunter. And then one final salute, and that's it.
And they gotta make it memorable.
Yeah. And if anybody can make something memorable, it's Cena. I think that's what you do. I think you give it to Braun Breaker. Gunther doesn't need it. If they go with Gunther, I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't matter who his final opponent is. It really doesn't matter because no one's going to remember who his final match was. Because if you wanted to do this thing again, going back to what Ric Flair did back in 2008, you lose your match, you are forced to retire. That's the storyline you could have done. But Cena decided to do one final year of a tour, and this is my last match. He wants to elevate young talent. He can be the next Roman Reigns, John Cena. That's Braun Breaker. He's the only guy in the company that I see that has that. Drew would not benefit. He's older. Seth doesn't have that many years left in the business. He's probably going to last through this contract, and that's it. Same with Becky. This contract, and that's it. Because now they have pillars who are younger. Back when Becky Lynch first got pregnant, you didn't have anybody who was a younger pillar. Now you have an Io Sky, a Stephanie Vaquer, and most importantly, Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your pillars. And soon, Roxanne Perez, Raquel. There's 5 pillars right there. Add in Tiffany. Add in the NXT girls. A Lash Legend. She's going to be a massive deal.
Jason Jane, maybe.
See? All those young girls.
Alan Henry.
See? We're up to 8. With the young guys in the WWE. Braun Breaker's the guy. There's no doubting that. But with this, if you want him to lose and elevate somebody, don't give him to Gunther. Give him to Braun Breaker. And then that can elevate him into winning the Royal Rumble. If you do it this way. And I'm not saying that this is what I want to happen or what I think should happen. I am way out of my ass fantasy booking this. If you do it this way and you want to elevate him, you could have him take the title away from Cody. Because he beat Cena. It rockets him into the Royal Rumble as a massive heel. You go into Chamber. Then you go into Mania. You get Cody and Braun Breaker clash heads.
And that will be Braun Breaker's moment.
And that will be Braun Breaker's moment. If you want to do it better, you could do he does some sort of like a face turn almost towards then, and then you get like a face of the company for 25 years. Then you have the new face of the company, and then you start this storyline of what they're probably going to do of Braun Breaker screwing Seth Rollins, and then you turn that into it, and you turn that into a Mania match, and then you have a heel Seth Rollins giving it to his protege,
and babyface
Braun Breaker. So everybody can see the way I'm going. With Gunther, he doesn't benefit. He's already a two-time world champ, the longest running NXT UK champion.
Mm-hmm.
He's already a first ballot Hall of Famer at 38 years old. He doesn't benefit. The only one that benefits is Braun Breaker. And that's it. Now, I agree he should lose. One, it doesn't matter if he wins or loses. He's in his hometown. Those people won't care. They're there to see him no matter what. Win, lose, draw, doesn't matter. They know it's his last night.
And they just want to be there. And they just want to say, I was there for Cena's last match.
Exactly. And that's all they want. And if you don't think that grown men are going to cry in that fucking arena, they will be bawling their eyes out.
Every fan's going to be tearing up.
Not just fans, wrestlers. The wrestlers backstage are going to bawl. They're going to bawl. And I think that Cena, I don't know if he'll hold it in or not. I don't know. I sure as hell will not be able to. As soon as the music hits, I'm bawling. I'm bawling my eyes out. As soon as that song hits one more time, I'm done. I'm done.
You know what? If like his last opponent would be, like, I always thought in my head that it should have been, if he was retiring like years, like 4 or 5 years ago, somewhere around there, maybe 6, 7 years. I always thought that his last match should have been with Kurt Angle. He started with Kurt Angle, he ends it with Kurt Angle. But
and that's what Kurt wanted.
Yeah, and I would have had that than Kurt's retirement match being with Baron Corbin. That was an awful fucking match. It would have been much better with John Cena being Kurt Angle's retirement match there, because he started with Cena on SmackDown in 02. He ends it with Kurt, or he ends it with Cena. Whatever.
Do you think that he should lose? And if you're pitching this, who do you say he should lose to in his final match? And who would be the one person to gain from it the most on the current roster?
Well, I go with what you said. I go with Braun Breaker. I think that it would be a memorable match. It'll get Braun Breaker more established. And, the guy is 27 years old. This is going to be a passing of the torch from Cena to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker will probably be your next guy, your next face of the company. Like how he was, how Stone Cold was, how The Rock sort of was the face of the company at points, how Hulk Hogan, may he rest in peace, was the face of the company in the 80s. Roman Reigns, also could say that he was face of the company. But it's going to be Braun Breaker. It's going to be a passing of the torch from Cena to Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker is going to take that torch and he's going to run with it for the next years. And Braun Breaker is going to be your next established guy, because you see it every time he's in the ring. He has the look. His moveset in the ring is very good. The speed that he has with delivering the spears, you can already tell that he's going to be going somewhere in the years to come.
And his mic skills have gotten a hell of a lot better.
He's gotten a hell of a lot better too, especially when he was down in NXT. Like when he was in NXT, you're like, man, he's going to be the next face of the company.
Yep.
In the years to come. So, but I think that maybe that Cena might lose to Breaker, because that will get Breaker more established and more heat on him. But it doesn't matter if Cena loses. Everybody's just going to be going to his final match just to respect Cena and, just say that they were part of the show. And, I got to see John Cena wrestle his final match. It's something that they could tell their kids who probably going to be wrestling fans in the years to come. It'll be a good story for people that were there in attendance to tell. So I think that Cena might lose the match to Braun Breaker. He's going to get his moment in the ring. His music's going to play. All the superstars are going to come out on the stage, just like they did for Ric Flair in 2008. And they're going to pay their respects to Cena. And I see Cena probably going to tear up. And he's going to salute everybody. And he's going to make his way out. And I think he'll end it with a last "You Can't See Me."
Okay. We will see what happens on December 13th. You will not see me on that day because I will not be happy. I will not be happy.
I think we should go live after like a special edition of Bell Call Podcast and talk about.
You would not be able to get me to go live. There's no way. My night is ruined. The whole year's gone.
We should just do a special Bell Call Podcast where we just react to the match.
We'll come back, and I'll throw my tantrum later. I'll throw my tantrum the Wednesday after. No, just stamp my feet. No. That's not gonna happen. I'll take a lot like a man.
There you go. But I want to touch up on this because Bully Ray, I guess, replied to his thoughts on John Cena losing the match, saying that there's a possibility of John Cena's last WWE date just being an appearance. Saying that Bully Ray thinks that Cena's final on-screen appearance could simply be a celebration show. I'm going to say that I don't need to see John Cena wrestle in Boston. What I need to see is the final farewell to John Cena. If anybody deserves a King's final farewell, it is him. Do you really need to see the five-knuckle shuffle and this and that? Or are you going to see is him playing the hits on his last match? He kept saying, let's just say this. Saturday night's main event, the final farewell to John Cena. It almost turns into a Mick Foley This Is Your Life segment, hosted by The Rock. And this is what Universal ended up saying right here. That, I said his last match is not his last date. His last match is his second last date. But Universal ended up saying that. He kept saying, for 90 minutes, we send off John Cena. I have no problem with that. Bully added a scenario where Cena faced The Rock in front of a live audience at Survivor Series instead, which could generate the income needed to simply have a celebration episode for Cena the following week. And of course, WWE did a similar farewell for Ric Flair, whose final match was at WrestleMania 24, with the next night in a celebration of his career on Monday Night Raw. And I remember watching that live.
Yep.
Ric Flair's final time on Monday Night Raw there.
Way past my bedtime at 9 years old. Way past my bedtime at 9. Now I will say this. I'm not saying that they're wrong, okay? But what I will say is that John Cena has already said, and they've already said on the shows, it's his last match. They've already put the marketing in. It's not an appearance. John Cena has already said it's his last match is December 13th. So it's not an appearance. His last match is there. They can say whatever they want. But John has already said on interview after interview after interview.
He's been confirming it even on Raw and SmackDown.
Raw, SmackDown, and on the red carpets for his movies and everything. All the way back to the heads of state, and he just did the Peacemaker. He was asked, so when is your final match, and who do you want it to be? And that's when he said multiple times since and before, he doesn't care who his final one is. He has never picked any opponent. He wants to go out on this date. This is his final match. So it is his final match unless they completely just retool and repool everything to this point. That wouldn't
make any sense.
Exactly. Because it's been on TV for months. His last match is in December. It's
been since January.
He said it. The end of 2026. And yes, the end of 2026 is December. Or no, the end of 2025. Survivor Series is Thanksgiving weekend in November. So that's not his final match. That'll be his last Survivor Series.
Yeah.
It'll be his last Survivor Series, but it's not his last match. His last match is December 13th on Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, and I really do hope that
if I'm wrong, fine, but
and I really do hope that they give him the time to say whatever, because remember Saturday night's main event with Goldberg, they cut him right off.
Yep.
And I think they put it on WWE's YouTube channel. I hope they learned their lesson. If we see Cena give like a final speech, just let it play and just don't cut it off, because that'll be a slap in the face to Cena's fans that have appreciated and watched him for all these years.
Mm-hmm. So it would be a slap in the face to him.
Yeah. So that's a note, NBC. Let it play out.
And it's also a note to the WWE. Book the matches around that final 10 minutes. Give him 7 to 10 minutes.
But we got some comments here. Wolfgang Video, greetings. Thank you. Kermit LaFlame says, I can't see how I'm going to pay for the PLE'S. Big price tag. What do you guys think? Well, we talked about it at the beginning of the show. It's a mess. Yeah. It really is a mess.
Briefly, yeah. Briefly, it's $30, yeah.
Yeah, but $30 a month. You're right, Kermit.
But if you're paying for a Dish Direct, any type of live, to watch the ESPN channel, if your live coverage comes with that channel, use that email and you should be able to get the ESPN app free of charge. You should be able to. If not, we will see. I'm sure multiple people at midnight are going to be testing the waters. I will not be doing that until tomorrow morning. But once I find out, I'll probably be the first one to text you and be like, hey, this is what happened. Here's what you have to do, blah, 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 blah. And that's what's going to happen. And then if not, then I will be a good ass sheep and type in my credit card information
and pay the $30
and pay the $30 come time for it. Not on the date. I'm going to be a stubborn son of a bitch and wait until September 20th.
Yeah.
Because money and paychecks and bills.
Yeah, and you got to add that. You got to add all that up too with the streaming services too.
Exactly.
Which is not easy. That takes a toll on everybody's paycheck.
Exactly.
So we're not billionaires. We're not rich. So that takes a toll on everything. But we're going to go into our final topic here. Speculation on where the WWE video library could end up. And this is interesting to talk about because we don't know where the WWE library could end up. It wasn't stated when they mentioned the ESPN deal. So it says, according to Fightful Select, those within WWE speculate the video library could end up on YouTube, as WWE has an existing partnership with Google for the WWE and WCW Vault channels. It was added that this could be a way for WWE to not only attract new fans, but at the same time be able to keep options open should a major opportunity become available with another streaming entity. WWE's premium live events for U.S. fans will move to ESPN beginning April of 2026, as the deal with Peacock ends in March of next year as well. But I love the WWE Vault channel. Mm-hmm. It is absolutely amazing. I really would like to see who runs that WWE Vault channel, because I know that they have an admin Vault channel. Whoever it is, if he is watching, come on our show here. We would love to interview you. So reach out either to me or to Noah if you're watching.
Can you pull up that? Can you pull that the the channel up. So because
Yeah.
that shit,
You know
I
what?
mean, we get the WWE Network free on there, and I love that. I
And you
love
know,
that.
and you know what? You know what this is like? It's like the WWE Network, only on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And th- and I've been loving what they've been posting. They've been posting. I think they posted a full pay-per-view of SummerSlam.
Yep.
I mean, look at this. We got the story of John Cena becoming the face of the company from 2003 to 2006. If you want to subscribe to WWE Vault, here it is. We have uh, a retrospective of Mickey James, The Rock versus Triple H on Monday Night Raw from 2002. 2 hours of awesome Fatal 4-Way matches. Look at that. So if you like
Yeah.
Fatal 4-Way matches, watch that. Got Mankind Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels and Triple H on Raw in August of 97. Listen,
Look at that.
WrestleFest 1988, the whole show, the whole 2 hours and 40 minutes of WrestleFest 88 of WrestleFest 88. Look at this, Superstars, WWF Superstars from back in the day. 41 minutes, the full episode. Look,
And
Lucha Libre Hidden Gems, 90 minutes of flying hidden gems. You got Ruthless Aggression, Brock Lesnar episode, which I really enjoy. I really enjoyed Ruthless Aggression miniseries. I thought it was very good considering I grew up watching the Ruthless Aggression era. You know, pretty much I started watching in 2000, so I was, Attitude Era there. But
I was
mainly,
2007. My first thing that I remember seeing is watching this. This goes way back. Raw AM on Saturday mornings at 2 a.m. on the USA Network.
It used to come on at 2 a.m. Always
2,
on USA.
Always on, and it was a 2-hour version. 2 hour, no, a
It was
1 hour show.
It was a 1 hour show.
1 hour version. And my first memory is I was watching Matt Hardy, who was on the top rope about to jump on top of someone and give them an elbow through the announce table, and then my power went out.
Oh wow!
At 2 a.m. and I went, well,
you're like, no.
So, and I don't remember what episode it was. I remember it was Matt Hardy, and then the power went out. But and then after that, my earliest memory that I remember fully is the SmackDown your vote.
I remember the SmackDown Your Vote.
The SmackDown Your Vote now. Big Show comes out and SmackDown Your Vote. Yeah, that's what I remember. Edge comes back and screws over the Undertaker, and that's my first memory. But and what I really want here, I want all of this because yes, you get all the pay-per-views, but you get the documentaries as well. Yeah. All the DVDs that we have are mostly on here. So if you don't want to own one,
look see, at this. Yeah, look, Born to Controversy, the Roddy Piper story, that was on DVD.
Yeah, see, and also the Broken Skull
sessions. Yeah,
those are on there. What I really enjoy most is the documentaries, the pay-per-views, but also the WWE originals. Mm-hmm. A Table for Three, a ride-along, Camp WWE. Give me those.
Give all the stuff that was on the network, from those to Legends House.
Yeah.
To even Legends of Wrestling, the round tables that they used to do, which I really enjoy. I wish that they would bring the round table back.
Yeah, and give us a playlist of each show. So if you want to watch just like some a SummerSlam, the first one to whenever you have it on there, just put it on there. put all the documentaries on one, all the people for 3 is on one, all of this on one list, and give it a dedicated platform.
And you know what's great about this is they add stuff. They
Every
put
day.
stuff that every day they put stuff that nobody has seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Like right here, look, Brock versus Undertaker in Finland.
Yeah.
Rare match that nobody has seen. You have Andre
2 hours of Umaga.
Yeah, 2 hours of Umaga. Which I thought Umaga and John Cena, their rivalry was very good. May Umaga rest in peace. I thought he was very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Another one right here, Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan at Shea Stadium from 1980. You also have WWE at Philly Spectrum from 1988. Bret Hart versus British Bulldog battle before SummerSlam 92. You got all this. Incredible Hulk Hogan footage found in the vault that nobody has seen. SummerSlam 98 found footage that they found in the vault. None of this that we have seen before, they are putting on here.
Exactly.
And we never got any of this found footage on the network.
Sunday Night Slam, right below that. Sunday Night Slam. Who remembers that?
I remember it was Sunday night. It was Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, on MTV.
But this is what's. Yeah. See,
Hulk Hogan's unreleased collector series. That was the DVD.
Yep.
All this you're getting for free.
And that's where I think it's going to go.
Right here on YouTube. And I think
that's where I think it should go.
This is where their video library is going to go.
If it didn't go here, where do you think it will go?
I would say Netflix. But here's the thing. The Monday Night Raws on Netflix. Netflix hasn't updated them in since January. We have not gotten any new Monday Night Raws archived on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And they're missing years. They're missing I think 2002 all the way to I think maybe 2006, 2007 maybe. Last I checked. So where is 2002? Where is 2003? Where are those Raws? Basically,
you put them on here.
Yeah, you could put them on here. But that's going to take some time, I think. I would like to see every old school Monday Night Raw on here, even old school SmackDowns.
Exactly.
On here as well.
Hell, you could do any other company. You could do the ECWs,
yeah,
WCW, anything that you have. I guarantee you, over 300, 400,000 hours, on here.
Yeah, see, look, here's the WCW channel right here.
Yeah,
where it's got full WCW matches, and it's got full WCW shows. Look, Goldberg versus Big Show on Nitro. Full WCW show right there. With Ric Flair from '86.
Mm-hmm.
WCW Thunder show from right there from 2000, I guess. You got a Monday Nitro, a full episode of Nitro there.
Bash at the Beach.
Bash at the Beach, yeah. Bash at the Beach 95. More Nitro full matches. This is where the WWE library is going to go. I wouldn't be too surprised if we get a WCW Vault channel coming soon. Because that's some good stuff. This is some good stuff. And with WWE doing this, it is very good. It's great. Because this is what we got on the network and also on the Classics on Demand from back in the day. Granted, I never had Classics on Demand
Nope.
on through my cable provider, which I wish I did. I wish I subscribed though, but it was awesome when the network came. So like with the network, I had pretty much what was on Classics on Demand. So, but whoever runs these two YouTube channels for WWE, who's the admin for these channels, hit us up. We would like to interview you and what's going to be next coming to these channels. If any future pay-per-views, PLE'S are going to be coming in full. Any Monday Night Raws coming in full. SmackDown shows in full. ECW channel possibly in the works, maybe coming to YouTube. But whoever's watching this that runs the WWE Vault and the WCW YouTube pages, let us know. Shoot us a message. But this is going good for WWE. I'll pull up some other matches like Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle from SummerSlam 04. Triple H versus Great Khali. Oh God. From SummerSlam 08. Look, even the Fiend's arrival they go through.
Yep.
Yeah, sadly we all know what happened to that. But yeah, awesome stuff here. If you want old school wrestling and old school WWE stuff, old school WCW stuff, subscribe to the WWE Vault and the WCW channel. This is where you're gonna get. This is where you're gonna get your itch's worth of old archival matches and shows. But yeah, I think this is where the library is going to end up on YouTube.
And I'm happy about it.
Me too. I'm happy about it. And it's for free. You don't have to pay, $30 or the WWE Network when it was $9.99 a month. You get it all right here for free.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, let us know what you think about that stuff and all the topics that we discussed here. But anyways, this is going to be it for the Bell Call podcast. Very lengthy show this was, where we went in depth on all the topics. And let us know in the comments below what you think of what we discussed here. Do you agree with our opinions? Do you disagree? Feel free to comment down below and give your thoughts on all this stuff. But once again, thank you all for watching. It's great doing these podcasts with you, Noah, and we're gonna keep continuing to do this. And thank you all for watching. And Noah, you want to plug your channel here?
Yep. So you can follow me on my channel at Noah Kaser, and also my podcast channel, Heart Full of Hallmark. Everybody go subscribe to that. I'm working really hard on that with Kirsten. It's our passion. We love to do it. It's great. And we're slowly growing at 61 subscribers. So slowly, but hey, every subscriber matters. No matter how many you have, that's people who watch and want to keep coming back. And also, I put out a brand new video for the first time in a month, a Blu-ray DVD update. And I will have more videos up. Oh, yeah.
Check that out.
I'm probably going to start doing collection videos soon. Might do like a shelf of Blu-rays. Like one shelf each time. And maybe make it like 5 to 6, 7 minutes. And then do the same thing with all the DVDs. And then around Christmas time, I want this year to do a whole Christmas movie collection. And Michael's seen it. It's a massive collection.
It is a massive collection. Right, 95% Hallmark.
Not 95%, but there's a lot there. There is a lot. I'm gonna bet you 300 to 400, 500, maybe. I could be wrong. Maybe 350 is the better option there, I think. But there's my channel, everybody. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys there.
Yeah. Subscribe to Noah Kaser and the Hearts of Hallmark channel. So thank you all for watching. This was a joy to do. And we'll see you for episode 12 in 2 weeks with a lot more of news and such. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one. See ya.